Have you seen some of the reporting recently about the vandalism? And of course you have, because you talked about it on your show, vandalism and so forth. And look, they go from reporting on Sarah Palin in Searchlight, Nevada. It looks like tens of thousands of people. They said 9,000. It looks like tens of thousands of people. Obviously rallying people, campaigning also with McCain and so forth. And they go from that to saying, well, maybe she's riling people up too much. That was George Lewis on the Today Show today.
Grossly unfair.
What does that mean? What does that even mean?
Took them down, and I'm going to use that on the factor tonight. It's grossly unfair. It was like, look, it was like last week when they take a few nuts to scream racial epithets, and something did happen. I don't think it was extensive. If it was, it would have been caught on camera. But there were a few nuts in that crowd who screamed. Now some people say, well, maybe they were Democratic plants. I say, yeah, anything's possible. But the press showed no restraint at all in covering that story and immediately took that and branded the Tea Party as a bunch of racists. Now, that's the strategy. This is why it's a big story, why I'm leading with it tonight on the fact. I got Al Sharpton in the seat.
Oh.
Because I can't get the others, and that tells me something too. I can't get John Lewis, and I can't get Emmanuel Cleaver. These are the guys who made the accusations. They won't come on. That tells me something. But anyway, the strategy is on the left because the Tea Party movement is a danger to them to brand everybody in as a racist.
Isn't that a sure sign of a scoundrel's refuge, though? I mean, you always go to the racist charge.
Of course, the left-wing media, you don't get more scoundrels than those people. But that's what they're doing. You can see it. You can see it, that any nut, and there are some nuts, Laura, in the Tea Party movement, anything will be used to brand the entire movement.
Well, I was just thinking today, I was thinking about all the tombstones that Code Pink, remember they would put up in front of President Bush's ranch, right outside the ranch. They would have their tombstone vigils, and then they would people on other cable networks called Cheney and Bush, akin to domestic terrorists. They're aiding and abetting murder in Iraq. Dick Durbin says our soldiers are acting like Pol Pot in some instances. So the most obviously very heated, and you would say, I guess we could say incendiary things have been said over the years. And yet there was not this overheated reporting in the media saying, well, any threats on President Bush's life could be linked to what Cindy Sheehan and Code Pink and certain cable hosts are saying about them. Of course they didn't make that connection. They said it was free speech.
But they didn't make the connection, but there is one valid reason why they didn't, because Code Pink and Cindy Sheehan didn't have somebody the stature of Sarah Palin representing them. But what is true is that the extreme far left has not been used to brand the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, I should say, but the extreme right has been used to brand the Republican Party, and that's what's going on.